Casinos spend millions designing games to keep you playing. But ex-employees quietly admit there is one simple strategy they hate: the $20 method. Using just 7 $20 bills, everyday players hop between machines, bet low, and cash out the moment they double up or trigger a bonus. Sometimes a single 60-cent spin can snowball into winnings over 100 times your bet, while other times a $20 buy can bust out in minutes. But across $140 staked, discipline and quick walkaways so often end up ahead. Casinos wish no one knew this. So why do they really fear players using the $20 method? And how does it slip right past their billion-dollar advantage? Let's break down the science, the session, and the surprising secrets ex-casino staff are finally sharing. 7 crisp $20 bills. No more, no less. That is the entire bankroll for this run, and every dollar has a job. The rules are simple, but sticking to them is what makes the $20 method different from the way most people play. The first rule: only bring what you are willing to lose. In this case, $140, broken into 7 bills. Each bill is for a separate machine. No extras in the pocket, no ATM stops, no second chances. At every machine, the process is the same. Slip in a single $20 bill. Set the bet low, usually somewhere between 60 and 88 cents a spin. That is not by accident. These bet sizes stretch out the play, giving more chances to catch a bonus or a lucky line hit, while never risking big chunks on a single spin. No max bets, no temptation to chase. The method lives and dies by discipline. Once the $20 is in, the rule is clear. Cash out the moment you double up or hit a bonus feature that pays out well. If you start with $20 and see the ticket cross $40, that is it. Cash out, even if the machine feels hot. If a bonus triggers and the payout looks good, pull the ticket and walk. The method does not care about streaks, hunches, or gut feelings. It is about sticking to the plan, not the emotion of the moment. If the $20 runs out before a double or a bonus, there is no reload, no dipping into the wallet for another bill. Just print the ticket, whatever is left, even if it is less than $1, and move on. The session is capped at 7 machines, 1 bill per stop. At the end, gather all the tickets, add them up, and see where you stand. Sometimes you will be ahead, sometimes not, but the losses are always limited, and the wins are locked in the moment they hit. The real secret is not in picking the right machine or chasing the biggest jackpot. It is in knowing the exact moment to walk away. Casinos are built for players who sit, reload, and chase. The $20 method flips that script. Every rule is designed to keep the session short, the stakes small, and the outcome clear. 7 bills, 7 chances, and a hard stop after each hit. That is the framework. Next up, first $20 in, first machine, first shot at a bonus. First $20 bill slips into the bill acceptor. The game is hold on to your hat, a slot known for its wild bonus rounds, but not for making dreams come true on tiny bets. Bet set to 60 cents a spin. The first few pulls are uneventful, small line hits, nothing to write home about. Then, on the third spin, hats start dropping. 3, then 4, then a 5th hat lands. The bonus triggers, and the screen explodes with animations. This is the kind of moment most players chase for hours. Except here, it is happening with just a single $20 bill and a low bet. The bonus round begins. Each spin adds wilds, stacking up potential. The reels fill with hats and multipliers, every spin building suspense. The numbers on the credit meter jump. $10, then 20, then 30. By the end of the bonus, the total win flashes, $74.50. That is more than 3 times the buy-in, all from a 60-cent wager. For a second, it is tempting to keep going, to see if lightning can strike twice. Cash out. The rule is the rule. Leave after a big bonus, no matter how hot the machine feels. Discipline. The ticket prints out, crisp and undeniable. $74.50 on the very first stop. No hesitation, no second guessing. The ticket goes into the pocket, and the stool is empty before the next player even realizes what happened. That is the discipline casinos cannot stand, walking away while ahead, not giving the house a chance to claw back the win. The adrenaline is real, and so is the restraint. This is the psychological high that keeps most people glued to their seat, but with the $20 method, the win is locked in, and the session moves on. Smallest bets. The real beauty of this moment is not just the size of the bonus. It is the proof that even the smallest bets can unlock the biggest features. Every spin has a shot, and sometimes the random number generator delivers something wild. But the method is not about chasing that feeling. It is about grabbing it when it comes and moving on before the odds turn. One machine down, 6 to go, and the first ticket is already a winner. Second machine, second $20. This time the pick is Coin Trio, one of those games loaded with bonus symbols and flashing lights, promising big action, but just as likely to eat a bill in silence. Bet set to 88 cents, sticking to the plan. The first spin comes up empty, and so does the second. A few tiny line hits, 40 cents here, a dime there, barely slow the steady drip of credits. Bonus symbols tease, landing 2 at a time, never the third. Each spin is a fresh shot, but the credit meter keeps falling. 5 spins in, half the buy-in is already gone. No bonus, no double, not even a near miss worth a second glance. By the last couple of spins, the credit meter flashes red, less than $1 left. The machine offers a wager saver, a last chance spin to try for a miracle. But it fizzles with nothing. The ticket prints for 75 cents. That is it. No drama, no second try. The bill is spent, and the method says it is time to move on. The ticket joins the stack, barely worth the paper it is printed on. No frustration, no urge to chase. Discipline is the whole point. Accept the loss, keep the session short, and never feed the house more than planned. Sometimes $20 disappears in minutes, and that is just how the numbers fall. The method is not about every machine paying off. It is about knowing when to walk, win, or lose. Move on. No looking back. A fresh $20 bill goes into a dumpling-themed slot machine, the reels spinning with cartoon steam and clattering chopsticks. The plan is unchanged. 88 cents a spin, eyes on the credit meter, nerves steady. This machine has a reputation for teasing. The first few spins chip away at the balance, each one landing just short of anything exciting. Dumplings stack and scatter, but the bonus symbols keep dodging the pay line. 10 spins in, half the money is gone. Another 5, and the credit meter flashes single digits. It is the kind of slow drain that makes most players reach for another bill or up the bet, but the method does not blink. With just enough left for one last spin, the screen lights up. The machine offers a wager saver. Ishtar, a single all-or-nothing chance to win back a spin or two. Most of the time, it is a consolation prize, a little extra drama before the end. But this time, the unthinkable happens. The last spin fires the hold and spin bonus, and suddenly the reels are filled with golden dumpling symbols, each one locking in place and racking up credits. The sound ramps up, every new dumpling adding to the total. The player cannot help but laugh. What started as a throwaway last chance is turning into a real payday. By the end of the bonus, the ticket reads $56. That is a full comeback from the edge, all from a single wager saver spin. No hesitation. The ticket prints, the stool is empty, and the next player slides in, never knowing what just happened. That is the upside built into the $20 method. Even when the bankroll is down to fumes, there is always a shot at a turnaround. The discipline stays the same. Take the win, pocket the ticket, and move on. Confidence restored. The next machine is calling. Double or nothing is more than a catchphrase here. It is the backbone of the $20 method. On the next machine, Double Money Link, the first few spins are quiet, but then a string of wilds and bonus symbols connect. Suddenly, the credit meter jumps past $40. The ticket prints $40.25, a clean double-up from a single $20 bill. That ticket joins the stack. A little victory that feels almost surgical. No drama, just a sharp, disciplined exit. The next stop is a panda-themed game, the kind that is all cute graphics and gentle music. This time, the bonus stays out of reach. Spins chip away at the balance, and the ticket prints for just 47 cents. It is barely enough for a vending machine coffee, but it is still a ticket, and the method says, move on, no second thoughts. A slot attendant passing by gives a knowing nod. She has seen this routine before. Players who treat every $20 bill like a test, not a license to chase. The attendant says, the ones who walk out with money are not the big spenders. They are the quick ticket runners. Play $20, hit a bonus, cash out, move on. That is the part casinos do not talk about. The house wants marathon sessions, endless reloading, and players who cannot walk away. But the $20 method is built for the opposite. Quick wins, tiny losses, and a stack of tickets that tell the real story. Each ticket, whether it is $40 or just spare change, is a record of discipline. No chasing, no letting near misses pull you back in. Just a steady march through the session, one machine at a time. Lucky Bolt is next in line. A $20 bill goes in, bet set at 88 cents a spin. The reels are all flashing bolts and neon, every spin teasing a bonus that never quite lands. 2 bonus symbols, then a third just above the pay line. Close, but not enough. The near misses start piling up, each one just a hair away from something big. It's the kind of sequence that gets under your skin. Most players start to feel the itch, convinced that one more spin will finally connect. The temptation to break the rules and keep chasing is real, especially when it feels like the machine wants to pay. But the method doesn't care about feelings. No bonus, no double, no exceptions. The ticket prints for a few lonely cents, and the stool is empty before the frustration can settle in. A slot technician once explained it best. Players think the machine owes them after all those near misses. But the truth is that every spin is a brand new roll of the dice. The machine doesn't remember what just happened. The random number generator resets with each press of the button. That string of almost bonuses is just noise. There is no pattern, no hot streak, no building pressure behind the scenes. The only thing building is the urge to keep going, a feeling the casino counts on. That is why the $20 method is a pressure valve. By locking in a strict stop point, it cuts off the spiral before it starts. No tilt, no chasing, no letting the machine's near-miss drama pull you off course. The session keeps moving, even when the luck doesn't. Discipline to walk away after a cold run is what sets this method apart. It is not about beating the machine. It is about beating the impulse to keep feeding it. The next machine is waiting, and the stack of tickets, winners and losers, tells the real story. Each one is proof that the plan holds, even when the reels don't cooperate. Dragon Link is the last stop, and the mood is a mix of nerves and excitement. This machine has a reputation for wild swings. Sometimes it drops a big bonus out of nowhere. Other times it chews through a bill in minutes. The $20 goes in, bet set at 60 cents a spin. Early on, a few small wins keep the balance steady, but the bonus symbols keep dodging the pay line. The credit meter dips, recovers, then dips again. One last tease. 2 orbs land, but the third just misses. The session ends with a small loss, the ticket printing at $12.40. Not a disaster, but not a comeback either. With all 7 machines played, it is time for the moment of truth. Every ticket, winners and losers, gets fed into the kiosk, one by one. The machine tallies each amount, $74.50 from the first bonus, $56 from the dumpling miracle, $40.25 from the clean double-up, a handful of smaller tickets, and the final $12.40 from Dragon Link. The total flashes on the screen, $167. That is a profit of $27 from $140 risked, even with a few bust-outs along the way. A casino host, spotting the quick ticket run, offers a wry grin. "You know, we don't really comp players who cash out early," she says. "The system likes the grinders, not the ones who hit and run." In the world of player ratings, small tickets and constant movement barely register for perks. But here is the secret. Comps are based on theoretical loss, not actual wins. The house prefers players who sit, lose, and reload. Players who walk away after a hit, especially with a stack of tickets. It do not fit the business model. If the session had stopped after the fifth machine, the profit would have been $67. A reminder that sometimes the best move is quitting while ahead. But even with 2 cold machines at the end, the method proves its point. Bankroll discipline and short sessions can turn a stack of 20s into a winning day. The $20 method is not about beating the odds every time. It is about knowing when to walk, locking in the wins, and letting the casino wonder how you slipped out with more than you came in. At the end of this session, the $20 method turned a $140 bankroll into $167, a documented $27 profit using strict rules and disciplined cash-outs. Casino records and ex-employee accounts confirm that short, low-stakes sessions disrupt the usual pattern of chasing losses, which is why some staff privately admit they notice and even respect these quick, disciplined players. Yet official data on how often players truly come out ahead with this approach remains unavailable, because casinos do not publish win rates by session length. What is clear from decades of slot machine evolution is that ticket-in, ticket-out technology and player tracking were designed to encourage longer play, not fast exits. The $20 method shows how setting strict limits and walking away after a win can tilt the odds, at least in the short term. Remember, this is about small, contained sessions and quick cash-outs. The evidence is simple. Casinos profit most from marathon players, not those who treat every $20 bill as their final spin.